What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to our channel where I inspire your desire to be great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching another video, you guys. So I was battling on what topic I should go into as far as motivation is concerned. I don't know what the title of this video is going to be, but one thing that was definitely on my mind that I wanted to share with you guys as far as motivation is concerned is in life, or when you're pursuing anything, or when you aspire to be anything, you really have to be strong-minded. That's what was in my head a whole lot, and then I wasn't sure, like I said, if I could really do a whole video on it. So we'll see how this goes. I'll talk about it. I'll go based off of my experience, because y'all know all my motivational videos has always been based off of my experience, because I feel like y'all can only relate to me if I keep it real with you guys, number one, and number two, if I share my personal experiences with you guys. So yes, back to what I was saying. You have to be really strong-minded, especially if you plan on succeeding at anything, because number one, you always gonna have people that say negative things, that say things that try to bring you down, and that always do things to try to go against what you're trying to do or what you're trying to achieve. And if you're not strong-minded, then you're not going to achieve anything that you really want to do, whether it's making a decision in the career that you want, whether it's making a decision in the relationship that you want to be in, whether it's making a decision to live in a certain place, or any decision it is. You really have to be strong-minded, because again, like I said, people will do things, people will say things that really will have you all the way messed up, but you just have to pull it together and just be strong-minded. And being strong-minded is just you not allowing certain things to get to you, not allowing certain things to get in the way of whatever it is that you want to do. So for example, let's say you want to go back to school and you want to pursue a certain degree, but somebody, whoever might be in your circle of influence, they might tell you, oh, you don't have the money, or whatever. Well, there's options to go back to school if you don't have the money. Anything that you want to do or you want to achieve, there's a way of how to achieve it. It's just a matter of you finding out what the way is, if you feel what I'm saying. And that's what I mean when I say you have to be mentally strong, because people love to tell you what you can and what you can't do, and most of the time they tell you what you can't do because they themselves hasn't done it, number one, and they themselves haven't achieved it. And I was talking to one of my good friends yesterday, actually, and I was telling him, how can you tell me about being a millionaire when you haven't made $1 million yourself? How can you tell me what to do when it comes to school when you haven't gone to school yourself? How can you tell me what to do in marriage when you haven't been married yourself? You know what I mean? A lot of people love giving advice in areas that they're not qualified for. So be careful, number one, of who you take advice from. And again, this goes back to being mentally strong. See, when you're mentally strong, depending on who's telling you what, let's say, again, your goal is to make $1 million, or your goal is to get married, or your goal is to go back to school and achieve a certain degree. Don't take advice from somebody that hasn't done what you're trying to do. It doesn't make sense. That's like trying to take medical advice from a dentist. It's not going to work. That's like trying to take medical advice from someone who has never been to school for doctor or anything that's medicine related. So be considerate of who you are taking advice from. The other thing that comes with you being strong-minded, when people say stuff about you, really, if y'all, let me help y'all a little bit more. Really think about who's saying it before you even let it get to you. And a lot of the times, people, again, do stuff and say stuff that will get to you. And more than anything else, it's not what people do that really gets to people. Most of the time, it's what people say. And you just have to block out the noise and be like, you know what? This person said X, Y, Z. And number one, people like to say things based off of assumptions, not facts. They didn't ask, okay, how come X, Y, Z? No, they just take something and run with it instead of questioning it, instead of asking, or being straightforward about the situation. So you, in order to be mentally strong, what I'm trying to say is you have to weigh things when they come your way. And it's going to take practice to get there. It's going to take practice to become mentally strong, but it's definitely possible, because personally, oh my God. So people could say stuff to me, people could say stuff about me, and personally, I've never really cared what people like said about me. Like that's something that I've always like been good with. Like you could say whatever you want about me, but I've never cared. Like I would never care what people say about me. But when you say certain things like towards me, if that makes sense, like if you say something about me, when I say saying something about me, meaning you making a negative remark about me or whatever, but saying something about what I do to me is different from you talking about me. And I hope that makes sense to some of you guys, but it's different to say something that pertains to me than saying something about me. It's two different things, and y'all will figure that out after this video. But for me, like I've never really cared when people say things about me, but when they say things pertaining to something that I'm doing and they don't know the facts behind what I'm doing or why I do what I do, then it would really bother me. Like, dang, like you could have been straightforward about the situation. Like, dang, you could have just came to me and asked me about the situation rather than you saying what you say about the situation, or you having personal feelings because of the situation when you don't even know the facts behind the situation. Instead of coming straight to me and saying, hey, Christina, why did you do this? Hey, Christina, how come this happened or whatever. Like, in so many people, and I've been in so many situations where people, they don't come to you and ask you like straightforward, why did you do what you do, or how come this, how come that. They're just like, oh, she did this because of whatever, whatever. Like straight up just assuming, and then they catch personal feelings, they take personal offense to what you do without having any explanation or understanding of why you did what you did. And that always used to bother me, but I've gotten to a place where like it doesn't bother me as much as it used to, or for as long as it used to. Like somebody could do something like, or say something pertaining to something that I've done, and it will bother me like days, because I would care like, dang, like why would they say that? Why can't they just come to me? That will bother me. Like, should I go to them and say, hey, how come you didn't come to me about this? Like, it will really bother me. But now I have grown so much to where I could be down about something for a minute or maybe like a day the most, and then after that I'll just be like, you know what, whatever, I don't really care. It's not even worth letting it affect me, because it's not helping me make no money, it's not helping me become a better person. Well, to a certain extent it does help me to become a better person, because I use it to motivate and influence other people. So to a certain extent, yes, but for me it's like, it's not going to benefit me in the greatest of the greatest way, if I may say. So why should I hold on to it? Why should I dwell on it? Why should I let it bother me? Why should I let it get in the way of doing things how I do them? Why should I let it get in the way of doing things how I want to do them? So I'm gonna wrap this video up pretty soon, but I just wanted to encourage whoever's watching this video, learn to be strong-minded. And being strong-minded is when people say stuff about you or pertaining to whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's you trying to succeed, whether it's you trying to really make something of yourself, whether it's you doing, because sometimes you're gonna be doing the right thing and it's going to offend some people. Some people are going to take it the wrong way. They want to be a part of whatever journey you want to be, whatever journey you're on, but they're not bringing nothing to the table. They just want to eat and that's it. And you're going to have to be like, no, you can't sit at my table if you're not bringing nothing to it. And they're going to feel some type of way, but it is what it is. And you just have to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this video helps somebody to just really learn to be strong-minded, not to let things get to you. When you could react to things you don't, you know what I mean? You really just, I don't know, you just brush it off and just be like, whatever, and keep it moving. Stay focused on your dreams, stay focused on your goals, and just don't make time for nonsense. You know, like so many people waste time on things that really don't matter. And that's why I said, like, certain things, when people say things pertaining to me, I could easily address it. I could easily confront them about it. But I'm like, no, the time and the energy that I'm going to spend addressing it, the time and the energy I'm going to spend trying to figure out whatever might be the whole situation, I could invest that energy in myself. I could invest that energy into my dreams, into my goals, instead of wasting my energy on stuff like that. Because you could address the situation thinking, oh, it's just going to be a little one-two conversation, and then it becomes something bigger than it needs to be. And I don't have time for that. So whoever's watching this video, I'm just encouraging you to be mentally strong. I'm not going to say don't allow things to get to you, but don't allow things to get to you for too long. You know what I mean? Don't dwell on certain things for too long, especially negative things. Learn to just shake it off, keep it moving, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yes, I have to go back into doing way more motivational videos for you guys, because like I said, that's how my channel has grown, that's how my channel has thrived, that's what has really set my channel apart, and most people loved my channel because of that, and I want to continue, you know, sticking with those lines. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it helps. If this video helped you, don't be afraid to share this video. Don't be afraid to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below if you have any advice, if you have any suggestions on how you stay strong-minded, or on how you overcome the negative things that people say either about you or pertaining to you. Because if you guys comment below, other people will definitely see it, and you never know who else you can help, inspire, and uplift based on your comments and based on your advice. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that I got to film this video. My next video is probably also going to be another motivational video. Because again, I'm going to say it for the millionth time, I need to get back into putting out motivational videos, because that's what got my channel to where it is, and I want to continue along those lines, and that's what I want to be known for. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a wonderful, I don't know, night, if I may say. I don't know, I probably want to leave this part out. But thank you guys again for tuning in, watching this video, and I will see you all in the next video, where I inspire your desire to be great.